Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we're doing the crossword for Tuesday, May 13th, 2025. So, on a day that is, if not the Ides of May, very close to it, did you do the crossword?
I did.
And was it an ideal May 13th crossword?
Ideal?
Ideal?
It was pretty good.
Good?
I thought the theme was particularly funny, so I enjoyed that.
Yes?
What about you?
I found it fine. I didn't have too much difficulty.
No,
It's a Tuesday, so I'm not expecting huge fights. Uh-oh, I may have given away the theme right there.
There you did.
Spoiler alert. Wait, I think the spoiler alert's supposed to come before the spoiler. Oh, well. Why don't you therefore talk about the theme?
Okay, well, the theme certainly did involve a fight, but a specific kind, and I'll read the themed answers, and maybe you'll figure it out. But the first one was at 17 across, and that was fruit punch. Then we had 26 across, which was corn belt, which brought back memories because that's where I was born and raised, in the corn belt.
Were you?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Lamb chop, and finally banana slug. And these all did indeed have words that are related to fights, like punch and belt and lamb and chop. Or on chop and slug, but the revealer told you what kind of fight. 38 across was cafeteria shout that might provoke the moves at the themed clues, and that was food fight, because we had fruit and corn and lamb and banana, along with those fighting words. So
the food was flying all over the place.
so I thought that was pretty clever.
Yes, indeed. Very messy crossword.
No doubt.
A delicious messy crossword. And this was by Joe Rodini, his second.
Very good, Joe.
I think I vaguely remember his first. At least
I think I do too.
the name is very distinctive.
Yep. So, well, very good.
Yeah. I like the nostalgia of One Across. That was Gremlins and Pacers of old Autodom, AMCs.
I had to think for a minute. Oh, what were they? I remember it was Lee Iacocca's car company.
Really?
Yeah, AMC. So, yeah.
Didn't he become...
American Motor Company.
He became the head of Chrysler, right?
Maybe.
I think so. I wrote down GMCs, but those are modern vehicles. Those are new Autodom.
Yes.
And you needed that A because one down was shindig, and that was affair.
That is correct.
I like the phrase shindig. Much more than affair, I think. We had 5 across. That was playful prank, was a caper.
Yes.
And at first, I was thinking, oh, that's the same thing as that Scottish wood tossing event, but that was a caper.
Yes.
So caper and caper.
Right. Two different things.
It'd be a real caper to cheat during the throwing of a caper.
Right.
I guess. Let's see. Center of a paparazzi swarm was celeb.
Yes.
I'm hoping to become that one day.
You think so?
The center of a paparazzi swarm.
Maybe you can hit it big by writing your own crossword.
No, I'm going to need a mask so I look like someone who is a celeb. That's so I'll just be stopping off at a I don't know, a magician shop or something, wherever you get masks that make you look like other people. Probably not a magician shop.
I liked 22 across. You can stop explaining, and that was I get it.
Yep.
And as I look at that, it looks like I get. It doesn't look like I get it. It looks like I just it.
Yep. Don't think about it too closely.
No, but it is. I get it.
I get it. Yes. There are lots of words that when you try and parse them, they look really strange.
That's true.
We had 12 down, fresh as a daisy and strong as an oak. And the answer was similes.
That's right.
That was sort of cute.
Yes.
And what else was interesting here? 33 across I thought was cute. One of a salty septet, C.
Right.
Very nicely phrased there.
I also liked 5 down, skipper informally, Cap'n.
Yep, Cap'n
Crunch.
And Captain Kirk. No, I guess not. Captain Crunch. Wonder if anyone's ever noticed that that's how you spell captain on the box.
I don't know.
Let's see, we had 25 down. King of Norway's fair hair dynasty was Olaf the First.
That's correct.
Olafi.
Yes.
Or if you want to misparse things again, Olafi.
That's true, dude.
Here comes the very happy Olafi. 29 down was like Dashboard Confessional's music, emo.
Yes. I'd never heard of them.
Yeah, I confess.
Dashboard Confessional.
I confess I listened to a little bit of Dashboard Confessional and I don't know, sort of take it or leave it. We had 41 across. 41 across was Proctor's cue, and that was begin.
That is correct.
And that reminded me of an old word that I'd heard among Indian graduate students. It was the first time I ever heard of it. Invigilators.
Invigilators?
Yeah, those are people who are like proctors. They sort of watch over an exam.
Oh.
I just thought that was such a great word.
Invigilators.
Invigilators, yes.
Interesting. So,
I hope one day to use it in a crossword. If I can get it to fit in the grid, we'll have to count letters first.
I liked 47 down. Go on a pub crawl, say. Carouse.
Carouse, yes.
I don't use that word too often.
Let's see, 56 down was like Windows, paned, P-A-N-E-D.
Right.
But that was sort of interesting. And then we had some product placement. Stephanie across co, short for company, behind the book review podcast, and that was NYT.
Yes.
I don't know if you have to, sort of worry and make some sort of a disclaimer if you're announcing that you're about to mention yourself. On NPR, whenever they mention Amazon, they say, and Amazon pays for some of our content and so forth. But I don't think the New York Times has to say, hey, we're the New York Times and we pay for some of our content. Of course we do.
Yeah. I had trouble with 18 down. I couldn't quite figure out what that was saying. Vehicle that's hailed. And it turned out to be taxi. And I thought, oh, duh, yeah. But it's like vehicle that's hailed.
Right.
Like, hail vehicle. I try to think of what vehicle would be hailed.
Or a vehicle that's being bombarded with hail would also be hailed.
Yeah, that also crossed my mind. But yes, taxi.
And then we had close to that, grind as one's teeth, gnash.
Gnash.
I just like that. Gnash. It should be ganache, but it's not. So this was a good crossword.
Yep.
Again, it was by Joe Rodini.
Nice job.
Nice job, Joe. And it is Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
Which means it's time for Triplet Tuesday.
Do, 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 do.
And for new listeners and old listeners with bad memories, Triplet Tuesday is that segment where one of us reads 3 clues to the other. The answer to all 3 clues is one 3-letter answer, and the object is to guess that answer in as few clues as possible. We do it 3 times, hence the name Triplet Tuesday. I will be posing the clues today. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right.
Okay.
And listeners, as you are listening, you may also feel free to participate. Just hit the pause button after I've said the clue and see if you can answer it, figure it out before Jean does. Okay. You'll have to work quickly. She's pretty smart. All right, here we go. It may have a medallion.
Oh, I know. Cab.
Right.
Yeah.
Shoot. All right. That was... I guess I picked that one incorrectly. The second clue was rainy day rarity.
Rainy day rarity. Oh. Well, I probably wouldn't have gotten it.
Drat. And then finally, taxi.
Cab.
Right. All right, here we go. Well done. That was brilliant.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Or too easy, depending on how you want to...
I remember that clue. I remember that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Part of a cup.
I'm sorry?
Part of a cup.
Part of a cup.
Yes.
Like a CUP cup.
A CUP cup.
Oh, there's a handle. There's rim.
Nope. Yeah, right. E.g.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. E.g.
You have to say it like that in order to get the clue. Yeah, right. Part of a cup.
She's thinking it over, listeners.
Well, I have no idea.
All right, here's your third clue. Place to apply chapstick.
Lip.
Yes.
Lip.
Well done. Part of a cup is a lip. Yeah, right, is lip.
Okay.
And I think the place to apply chapstick
It's a lip.
speaks for itself. All right. Bravo. Here is your third set of clues.
Okay.
Listeners, we hope you're still ready. Liked loads.
I'm sorry.
Liked loads.
Liked
Loads.
loads. Like LIKED,
Yes?
LOADS.
Correct?
Liked loads. Liked loads. Like, liked loads.
In cross-section, you can see the gears spinning.
Loads of what? Like loads of money, like loads of laundry. I don't know.
Okay. Here is your second clue. Loved as archaeological work, question mark.
Loved as,
Archaeological work, question mark.
oh, Doug.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Nicely done. And I think if I just said loved without as archaeological work, I don't know. I think it was a great clue. Anyway, third clue is used a shovel, say.
Yes.
That was Doug.
Doug. Very good.
And of course, liked loads was Doug.
Okay.
Right? Well done. So let's
So it
see.
was kind of cryptic.
1, 3, and 2.
Yep.
All right. An average of 2 guesses.
Yep.
All right. Bravo.
Okay.
So listeners, how did you do? Let us know. Crosswordpodcast at iCloud.com.
Yep.
And if you have any feedback you want to send us, also crosswordpodcast at iCloud.com. That is it for today. We'll be back again with our cutting edge analysis of Wednesday's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.